Hey there, fellow runners. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a type of training that I have grown to love, running trail-like terrains. But before we dive into it, I need to say that I'm not a trail runner. I just discovered the excitement and the benefits that running off the road brings to your body. First and foremost, running trails give you a change of scenery and brings you different dimensions to the way that you deal with the training. It doesn't need to be a mountain or a hill, it just needs to be some piece of earth and grass, or usually if you go into local parks, the ones that are relatively big enough, you will usually find some place that it's a little bit detached and you can just venture out of the road. So my session today in the morning, I was just out in one of these particular places, and it's a lovely little place just beside the canal, and it just gives you a close contact with nature. It gives you a different way to deal with your session because of the dynamic nature of running a trail-like terrain. So you're gonna see that there is a lot of gravel and rocks and tree roots, which, by the way, just be really careful with it, especially if your session needs to be a little bit fast. So just reconsider if it's one of those trainings. But if you are doing a slow, easy pace session, it's a very good option for you to just go there and make your session more challenging. And even if you need to run slow, it's a very good session that you can just go there and run off these kind of terrains. This kind of trail-like terrain will give you enough change and excitement, and it's not your session's not going to be as boring, especially if you're beginning. Sometimes the road can be a little bit distracting and boring, so going on one of those terrains is definitely gonna be a very good call for you to mix it up a little bit. One of the good benefits of those places is that they're usually a little bit private, so they would be a little bit attached, and you can go there and experiment a little bit with your pace, your speed, and without you having to be too much self-conscious and facing judgment of other people. Every person is different, so each one of us has their own fitness level, their own pace. If you look for those places and try to fit some training sessions on those particular places, I think that's a huge plus. However, you need to be a little bit careful with those places because of the pure dynamic nature of those places. You need to follow a few tips, and those tips, in my opinion, are: tip number one, increase gradually. Running on trails demands different muscles and different joints and different places of your body that work together. Try to look up for shorter trails and go for shorter runs, and try to increase that gradually, either by intensity and duration. Wearing proper runners for these kind of terrains is a must-have. Those type of runners are appropriate for the rugged surface, and will of course try to give you some structure so you don't, for instance, twist your ankle or some other kind of injury that you have in your joints. Tip number three, shorten your stride. Because of the uneven surface, it's much better for you to make your strides shorter so you can preempt whenever there is some kind of obstacle or object in your way. Those could be a big rock or a tree root. So just make your strides shorter so you can easily just go beside or swerve or just go around this specific object that is in your way. That way also, it will make you more alert and will help you to my next tip. Tip number four, stay focused and alert. Because of you are within nature, you could very easily get distracted. A bird here, a squirrel there, and then you are on the floor. So basically, try to be as alert as you can be and try to don't get distracted very easily, because serious injuries can happen if you fall, or you can twist your ankle, which is a very serious one. So try to be alert and focused. Tip number 5, listen to your body. And this is a little bit related to number 1, that is increase gradually. And is that because if you're beginning running on trails, you might get tired very easily and fast. So listen to your body. If you need to rest, drink a sip of water, allow your joints to gradually get used to the effort of running off the road, and then you don't get injured. So listening to your body is one of the highest tips I could give. Running trail is not only about physical challenge, it's also embracing nature, finding joy in your journey, and trying to challenge your limits in a different way. So go out there, find a trail, and let the adventure begin. And that's it, guys. Thanks for joining. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and if you want to know a trail race that I ran that almost ended badly, don't forget to watch this video. Happy running, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.